to absolutely give it a chance, make choices to change, and that I'm going to hold their hand and walk through that walk with them so that they're not so alone and not so scared to be able to make the changes to help their family, because it's important on the level of you need that help. And I know when I was first going through wraparound, it wasn't easy for me, but my FSP, she taught me that it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to change. And with her helping me and realizing and understanding what she was going through and that she had been through what I had been through, made the world of difference for me. I learned how to identify crisis and implement tools so that we didn't have chaos in our family. My youngest has now lived with me for 3 years now. She has severe developmental and behavioral disabilities. So I now know how to identify a crisis, put in a safety plan for my kiddo so that she doesn't end up in an institution. Able to access resources and services for her now, able to advocate for her now, to be able to receive those services that she needs. After graduating from wraparound, I felt that it was important to give back to other families that are going through what I was going through, just in that sense of I've kind of been there and I understand what you're going through. So I sought out, family team people that I worked with that were my FSPs and my care coordinators, because I wanted to be able to give back to other families and be able to help them access services and understand how important FSPs were and care coordinators and wraparound services were, because they really helped our family in identifying crises and implementing tools and safety plans. And my daughter had a lot of friends that were self-harming, and she reached out to her peers, and I seen how much of a difference she made with her own peers. So I wanted to give back what I had learned as well. My role as an FSP now, one of the very first cases that I got were extremely hard. She was the mom that I would say was just like I was when I was first introduced to all these people in my home. Who are they? What are they doing here? Who do they work with? Who are they going to report to? Are they going to turn me in? Just very untrustworthy because she had been hurt so many times. And so it was really, I had to take myself back to where I was when all these people first came into my life, and I had to really grasp that with her and explain to her a little bit about me, and that I totally understand that it's hard to let people in and that your trust has been broken. She would call me on the hour, every hour. I had to sit down at some point and go back to my roots and what I was taught about boundaries with her. But we developed this relationship like no other. She's an amazing woman, and she was in that rut where she couldn't see anything special about her. She couldn't see anything smart about her, intelligent about her. She had been put down and abused, and her kids had been abused. And so again, she was just very untrusting about herself, and let alone other people. Her house was clean. I would say, well, somebody in this house has some kind of organizational skills, because your house is immaculate, And just kind of implementing those little things as I would see them. She wouldn't necessarily see them as a strength, but I did, And so she slowly started trusting me more and more and opening up. And so I've mentored her and her family and worked with her and her family for a little over a year and a half now. And she recently got trained as a parent partner, so she is now giving back to other families. I just could not be more proud of her and seeing the changes and the developments that her and her family has made. I no longer have to set boundaries with her because she's got the strengths and the tools to be able to handle those tough situations that come up. She is able to develop safety plans now. Whenever there's, an unsafe environment that she's in, she goes to work. She knows what resources to call now and where to get help. It's very self-fulfilling and self-rewarding that no monetary value could ever pay you enough to be able to give back to another family that you see is struggling. And then you tell your story and what you've been through and how much these services impacted your life. And you help them be able to identify strengths in themselves and provide empathy and understanding on a level of, I've been through what you've been through, and it's hard and it's tough, but we're going to walk the line together.